What's up? What's up? It's your man Jimmy Chan. So here I have a rational, I should say, equation with rational exponents, right? So just like radical equations, what I want to do is isolate one of these. Doesn't really matter which one. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and actually, let me do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and move this piece over. Okay, in that case, it's going to be a positive, and what I have now is something like this. Okay, so if I add it over to the other side, this is what I have. Now, what I would do is I would raise both sides by the reciprocal power. So in other words, what I want to do is now get rid of this rational exponent, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to raise both sides to the 2/3 power. Okay, now on the left side, what happens? It's just an x, because when I raise a power to a power, I multiply the power. So 3/2 times 2/3 is going to give you 1. So that's why I have x to the first power. And that's going to equal to 8 to the 2/3 power. And x to the 1/2 raised to the 2/3 power. Okay, so again, same thing. When I raise a power to a power, I multiply. But what is 8 to the 2/3? Let's take a look. So 8 to the 2/3 means, right? So the way I deal with this is that, here, let me go ahead and erase this really quick here, that the power is a 2 and the root is a 3, right? Remember when I did this, and essentially the fraction is where the grass is. Okay, so anything above the grass is the sun, and the sun gives us power, and anything that's below the grass are roots, and that is what a root would be, right? So that's the way we look at it. So essentially this is going to be 8, the power is a 2, and the root is a 3, so I'm doing a cube root of 8 squared. Now I can also do this as cube root of 8 squared. It's probably easier to do it that way because the cube root of 8 is just 2. Squared is going to equal to 4. Okay, so from there I have x is equal to 4 times x raised to the, when I multiply these two, what do I get? I get 2/6, which reduces to 1/3. Okay, now what I can do is go ahead and actually get the x by itself again, okay, with the rational exponent, of course. Okay, so from there, what I can do is go ahead, let me see here. Yeah, let's just do it that way. So let's go ahead and raise this side to the 3rd power and raise this side to the 3rd power. So what do I have? I have x to the 3rd is equal to 4 to the 3rd. And what's 4 to the 3rd? It's going to be 64. X. All right, so look at what just happened. So now I have a power that's greater than squared and an equal sign. So, I'm thinking quadratics, right? So I'm going to get everything to one side. So let's go ahead and do that right here. Let's go ahead and get everything to one side. So I got x to the 3rd minus 64x is equal to 0. I have a GCF of x. I'm left with an x squared minus 64. I can factor this, so this is x minus 8 and x plus 8, because that would be the difference of two squares. So I have x is equal to 0, x is equal to 8, and x is equal to -8. All right. So the issue is that I do have to check these answers, right? And what's going to happen is this. So this right here is telling me to take the square root. So is this. This is also telling me to take the square root as well. So the problem is that I can't take the square root of negative 8, so that's why this would get rejected. All right, so all I have left is just the 0 and the 8. And there we go. I hope that helps. If there's any questions, please let me know. See ya. Bye.